and then I'll share this on Discord. All right, show you live now. Let me set up things. No, I mean I can't do it this way. I'm like very.
Yeah, better to show our face because it's easier this way. And
I have to set up my camera.
I cannot take one thing.
I think I'll be passing on showing face for today. All right, let's go to the Discord channel to let everyone know. Is it on the stream? It is on the stream. So start. Hello. Okay. And I'll share. Hello guys. Lucas is there. How do I show this to the other screen? Let me see. We're just setting up things. Let me ping people. You know, this is live in YouTube, right? This will be logged.
Yeah.
Oh, you look so good, Lucas. God damn it, I'm jealous. How do I make this full screen? Did you join the Discord, Lucas? Trying to multi-stream here. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing my screen on Discord. The audio. Right, Lucas. So they can't hear like the music from the stream on Discord. So the audio. All right, that's confusing. Oh, you can? Ah, okay. So audio's in Discord then, and then yeah. So he'll have Lucas will have to unmute. Okay. Hello, Lucas. Do you hear me on StreamYard? Why can't I hear you? Lucas, you're muted on StreamYard.
Oh, hello.
Okay. So
The music is
you're
very loud.
there.
If you want to off
All right.
it, it's coming high. Thank you.
All right, they're here. Okay.
We can off
I
the
guess
music completely. Yeah, because now we are as of we are speaking, we can off the music completely.
all right. Turn that
Mm.
off.
Mm.
There we go. Sorry, guys. This is our first time setting this up. As you can see, there's like thumbnail on the upper right. We're using
Yeah.
StreamYard.
Hermie,
We're testing it out.
do you have the link for me to go in and see the audience?
See the audience. I shared it on Discord. I'll share it again. I'll send
Okay.
it in the chat. Here we go. Shared it on Discord. I'll share it again. I'll send it. I can hear your laptop audio. I can hear myself.
Yeah, there's a lag between when we do live stream and to the actual YouTube. But I paused it already. Yeah, for the actual YouTube. Mm.
For those people in Discord, let's move over to YouTube. We are testing this out.
Yeah,
So
so
since
now we
you
only have
cannot hear it
four.
on
We are
Discord,
waiting.
okay.
Let's wait out a bit for more people to join us. Did we
So far,
message
there's only three.
all our scholars and all the widely scholars as well?
Yep, I already did.
Mm.
How's your day, Lucas?
Good.
What did you do today?
Yeah, let's wait out a bit. Guys, we all learn from experience. Today is honestly our first time running a live streaming session using this new software that we are testing out. Yes, we have done various testing internally, but we're still on the process of learning. Yeah, thanks for your patience. Thanks for going through this journey with us.
Right. Yep, we have some people in chat now. There's for watching. Someone said cool shirt. Someone
Oh,
said they love the shirt.
yeah. I saw the comments. Yeah, thank you. In fact, I got this
Trying
shirt
to pin
way
everyone.
before the guild was even founded. So sometimes in life is kind of fated and destiny, but without hard work, without commitment, fated and destiny even is right in front of you. Uh, you may not be able to appreciate. It's just like you are the striker. The ball is just in front of you, and there's no goalkeeper. Some people can just miss it. So what do we do with that? We always practice. We always commit to do our best and keep practicing and practicing and practicing. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's just meant to be, right? It's fun. I able to read everyone message, and then while we carry on the session, I think it'll be more fun. Just message whatever, have fun. This is a session of fun, and then it's not formal. It's just a way that we want to share with everybody. We will do more sessions like this more regularly, so you know what's going on for our internal mechanics. You know what exactly going on for our work and for our project and stuff like that. So we have something. We have quite a number of things to cover today, right? Hey, hi, John. Thanks for the hi. I have another shirt.
It's Monson.
It's also limitless. So that limitless is smaller. If I wear that, maybe you're not able to see that. Yeah. I like this word a lot. So I think this is the word that could describe a lot of situation that we are in. A lot of times, sometimes when we met up with challenges in life or difficulty in life, the most easiest thing to do, you know what is it, guys? It's just couldn't care less and just let it go and let it run, right? But I think the process of being limitless is is to focusing what happens now and be daring enough to face up to the challenge and do it and just learn from the experience. And the world will unfold itself in a different opportunities because of us daring to challenge the norms. Because it's so easy for everybody who meet whatever challenge to just, oh, I can't do it. Oh, it's done. I can't help it. I can't do anything. Yeah. What is DIBS? Infinity? What is DIBS?
She calls dibs.
What is dips? Is it the food that we eat? Dips, right? You have dips. Is that dips? Hi, good evening, Jean. Hermi, are we still waiting for people to come in?
There's 6 people already in. This will be recorded anyway, so we can just share the video if they miss out.
Okay, let us on the music. We wait out for another 4 minutes. We start at 7:15, shall we?
Okay, got it.
Okay, cool. So let us go to the Discord and keep getting more people in, and maybe we just tell them that the session is uh in the YouTube, right?
Start. Welcome back, Lucas.
Hey.
Okay, let's lower the music down. All right, shall we do the intros? There's 11 people watching. We should start now.
Yeah, maybe Hermie, you start first, and then I will.
Okay, so welcome everyone to our AMA session here for Feb 18. Mainly, we'll be discussing. This is like a pretty short AMA. The longer one will be coming like next week or next week, regarding like the whole entire progress for LLG. For this, we'll only be talking about Project Unlimited, and then a new system that we have introduced within our Discord and within our scholarship programs. So we'll be discussing that. And for those scholars who are watching here, regarding like the payout delay, we'll do that after this AMA. We were trying to solve it before starting this, so that took us time. So just be patient with us. We apologize for the delay. We didn't expect the error, so we'll be doing the payout after this. So don't worry, you'll get your dinner or your breakfast for tomorrow if you want. So do not fret. We'll make sure you get your payouts by midnight tonight. Okay. All right. So all right, let's start. Lucas, can you have a
Hey,
word?
thanks, Hermie. Appreciate it. Uh, Actually, this show is on Hermie because Hermie is the overall in charge, as you understand, from investment to scholarship, and Hermie is everywhere. Managing a lot of fronts to actually help the operations on a very detailed arrangement. So I thank Hermie for that. Later we will ask Hermie to turn on the camera so that he can have a more face-to-face sharing with everybody
What?
on live today. Okay. I just want to say a few
What?
words, and then later after. Sorry, Hermie.
You
You're
want me to
saying?
show my face?
It's an AMA session. We have to show our face so that we are not the dark forces behind the scene. We are just in front of
Oh,
the scene. Yeah, preferably to show our face for all AMA session. Yeah.
okay. Stressed
Guys,
Hermie face.
guys, as you know, you see the language that we talk. We don't have rehearsal. We are just very upfront, and we are a bunch of people that are really passionate about what we are doing. We are doing our very best. Since this morning, 11 a.m., already meeting with Hermie and Ryan since 11 until we got off at 5 and 6, and then we got some food and come back. So this is how detailed that we work. So every day I will discuss with Hermie and the team on areas that we can improve, on tasks that we can streamline in order to make sure that we can serve the community more effectively and more operational friendly in that sense. To give everyone a background of what we are doing, pardon me, because there are a lot of new names here. I personally have exploration session from the first to about 50 scholars. So if I have time to pop in for any sessions that was run by our partner, I will do my best. Because now as the organization starts to scale, we have different people to really manage, and they are all credited for that in terms of reward, in terms of arrangement, and we do our best for that. To give everyone a background of what LLG is, it stands for Limitless, as the name suggests. Limitless Guild. The double L is Limitless Guild. Why the name is been arrived? Just a bit of background by myself, because my journey has been really ups and down. When I was very young, I experienced my mother who got cancer. I actually witnessed, we called the ambulance, and then she has to be carried off to the hospital. And my dad business just collapsed because of Asia financial crisis. Some of your elders would have known it is really bad. So at a very young age, I know exactly that it's not easy for life. Of course, life is not just about the hardship, but the experience and the lesson that we learn from what we face as a bestowed to us. There are choices that we can make. There are some choices that we can't make. Okay. The choices that we can make is whatever calamity that faces and slap us left, right, or center, we can be positive and take it as an opportunity for us to search forward, or we can take it negatively as it, oh, why it's happened to me. It's very difficult for me because at a very young age, my family is pretty well to do, so I get to play Nintendo, PlayStation, whatever game consoles you name it. And every day we got to choose what restaurants to go for good food. Okay. But after that, as the whole tide shift, as very young age of myself, when I was 11 and 12, I'm not in the right mindset to even understand what's going on. But I'm very lucky to face this kind of calamity in life. If not, uh, we cannot really appreciate each other. Like how in LLG now, we are doing our best individually. Hermie, myself, and the teams is doing our best to make sure this is a place that we call home, that we really perform at our limitlessly to serve the community. Now, what does it mean when we serve limitlessly? It doesn't mean that okay, we need to flower you with rewards, airdrops, or opportunity that you deserve. In fact, uh, we always think that who are the deserving people? The deserving people are always the people who are most committed. Committed to give it a shot, committed to give their best. Whether it's a good attempt, bad attempt, or failed attempt, or successful attempt, it all doesn't matter. But it matters when at that moment of calamity, at that moment of challenges, at that moment of difficulty, did you give your best shot, or you choose to succumb yourself in a comfort zone where you don't have to do anything? These are the people that we really cherish to be with you in this journey, because LG here is a launch pad for you. LG here is a compass for you, that to understand what serves you best, to understand that you can use this compass in your life, that you could discover some greatness in you by unlocking your own universe. That is the first stage. And after you unlock your own universe in your first stage, then you can mingle yourself in this metaverse that you are working together with so many people in the process. Like in LLG, we have mainly two departments. One is the scholarship department, which we are working on the project we call Project Unlimited, because we have an investor now that is committed to grow, to scale Scholars of Unlimited. So in his numbers, he's thinking of buying maybe 30, 40, 50,000 XE to be one of the largest guild globally. Okay, that's in his mindset. Now, there is one department. Another department is the investment department, and that is where we place a lot of emphasis, because in that department, you will be involved in game testing, understanding the dynamics of why we need to invest in a project, understanding what are the project that have cash flow, or we are investing in capital gains, what tokens and what projects, who are the partners managing the project, what are we investing, a lot of numbers, a lot of data. And that is where when we met up with Hermie, he is where is leading us. Okay, but Hermie is so multi-talented, so we actually also work very closely with Hermie to spearhead the project Unlimited at this moment, until we find the next stronger, better player that can head the department together with us in this journey. So we have a mandate that we serve. uh, I'm not a CEO, we are not a leader, but we are just the custodian of whatever that we are doing down, as respectful of our belief, respectful of the universe. We don't own anything. What we hold as an asset is a custodian, as a custody. And everyone who is in this journey with us, who are committed to grow together with us and dare to challenge yourself, then we get a good share of what the reward has been generated based on our commitment and our sharing. Yeah. So use this as a compass as you are in the scholarship program, although you are very exposed to playing XC at this moment, but you will be exposed as we see that your commitments start to grow. You might be given a lot of opportunity to do game testing. You might be given a lot of opportunities to look at which area that you want to pledge your commitment to. Okay. Yes, as you engage with us, we will start to understand maybe some of your strength. We are not judgmental. We are doing our best to understand your background, your context, and what you can work together in harmony. Then do engage us so that we can have this opportunity to be of your assistant, so that we can work together in different work tasks to find the best and greatness of yourself. And that is where we like to discover. In short, the way we work is very simple. It's only one thing in short, okay? Because life is just revolve around what? Revolve around uh, you deliver what you promise. Okay. In fact, as we start to work together, you will find we are more kind in a sense. Although we want to run it very professionally, we understand that at our age, we value gameplay, we value friendship and relationship. So we know that as you are pushing your limits and break free, there might be situation that you promise to do something and then you found out, oh, I need to study. Oh, I need to do other things. Oh, this is not my capability. But all we ask for in this journey from you pursuing this limitless situation, that any situation where you are pursuing and completing a work task together with us, where you deliver that promise, in event that you cannot complete, in event that you found that it's really beyond your means and capability, always talk to us, always seek help, always uh, inform us so that we can work together to find out and be of your assistance to complete this arrangement. So scholarship is just an entry point. Okay, our dear friends here, it's not a means to an end, but it's a genesis for you to begin this limitless journey with us. So with that promise to deliver, with that journey to begin from 2 days ago when you got the sign in login password, so today we will have the very much uh, understanding to share with you, uh, to be led by Hermie in the topics that we're going to go through. So without much further ado, I thank all of you, and then we will hold this arrangement to be led by Hermie, and then after that, we will spend some time together to any questions you have. Okay, we are very open-minded, whatever question. Okay, so Hermie, thank you. The floor is now yours. I like your patana. Okay.
Just did it in order to fix like the hair because it's too long. I
Yeah,
need
it's
like
a
a haircut.
commando. Okay, thank
Don't
you.
tease me, Lucas. Okay. So again, you can ask any questions if you want, like Lucas's Tinder profile, credit card number. It's all open source. Just make sure you ask kindly because you said anything, right? So they'll ask anything like, where do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
live?
just ask whether we want to tell you. You can try.
All right. So this AMA is going just as planned. So how about we start then with the discussion? I'll prepare like the stop laughing, Lucas. Okay, so I prepared the Excel sheet just beforehand. It's only like a few topics, but very important topics. It's about our new program that we introduced into the guild, the payout system for our scholars, like moving forward after like season 20. Because right now the scholars are like at a different percentage compared to what it's gonna be on season 21 and beyond, right? And then we're also gonna be discussing on what happened to, or what's gonna happen to Project Unlimited. Project Unlimited is us scaling to more than 1,000 scholars. So with the season 20 patch, as well as the announcement of Origins, many things has is needed to be changed, because our original plans of scaling to more than 1,000 was created during season 19. So the moment that season 20 came, there needs to be like adjustments that needs to be done before we can scale further. Okay, so that's the topic that we're going to be discussing today. Okay, so welcome to our AMA session, our very first YouTube AMA. If you have any question in chat, we'll entertain them between the slides, but usually this will only take like 30 minutes of discussion. So without further ado, let's start with the very first topic, which is the coaching program. This is the program that we have just um, implemented within the LLG scholarship. So as you have noticed in some channels in newcomers, in like the Tagalog channel and even like in the candidates, some people are starting to engage our coaches. Um, because we just announced this on, I think, a few days ago when we were discussing like the coaching guide. Some people were able to see, and then we have pinged our scholars and candidates if they want to get trained, right? So it has kick-started like 2 to 3 days ago, and people have been logging in data, providing scores, providing feedbacks. So it is newly like released and introduced in our scholarship program. So that's what our first topic is. This is our solution to the transition of Axie from PVE and PvP focused game to a PvP only game, meaning Axie is now more towards competitiveness rather than just possibly generating SLP, the daily stuff, right? The lazy SLP thing. So they needed to fix that in order to make sure that the economy is gonna sustain or gonna survive for the next coming years. So that's good for Axie, but then it's not so good for guilds who has no like future plans. But then LG is different, right? So we had to create a system in order to counter that. If Axie is going to be more focused on PvP, then our focus is also more to training our scholars in order to compete. Aside from like the meta teams that we are providing for the Project Unlimited scholars, now we also have a different area where we can improve those scholar skill sets, gameplays by this program that we call the LLG Coaching Program. So, what is the coaching program all about? So, basically, this is the coaching program loop. It composes of four main areas, which is the first would be coaching session. Second would be scholar scoring. Third would be coach feedback. And then fourth would be scholar feedback. So I'll explain each and every like individual here. So for coaching session, as you can see on the screen, it is a one-on-one or group session. Either that's daily by the coaches, or that's done weekly for like a group session. And then it is about like skill improvement and gameplay development, as well as because we really believe that coaching starting from season 20 will play a very big role when it comes to making sure that our scholars stay competitive within the arena and has like a better chance on reaching the leaderboard for AXS. If you guys are not aware, pretty sure most of you are aware, right? So previously on season 19, you can only earn SLP from dailies, and then PvP. But then the ranking was only for the AXS was only earned from leaderboards of top 1,000 and anything above, right? So 1,000 to top 500 to top 200, top 100. But then they changed that with the season 20 release, making sure that up to 300,000, if you're able to reach the 300,000 ranking, you can now start earning AXS. Although it's not much if you're like at the very bottom, but then they have given that opportunity in order to make sure that Axie stays competitive within the arena, and people are encouraged to play competitively, or people are encouraged to play Axie teams, breed Axie meta teams, and then also utilize those meta teams in order to reach and then earn AXS before the season reset, right? So that's the focus of Axie now. So we need to make sure that we have this coaching session in place just so people can start, or like scholars who are interested to climb the leaderboards, right? They want to be at their limitless self during arena gameplay. They have like the better chance rather than having no coach at all, like who's gonna teach them, right? So the coaching session will make sure that the scholar has a better chance on reaching the leaderboards in order for them to start earning AXS. Okay, so that's the very first part. We also have our scholar scoring. So we want to have a trackable system or trackable output that we can compare from a between periods of time in order for us to understand like how the scholar has improved or how the scholar has developed, or the other way around, right? How the scholar has gone downturn regarding performance. So we need to have that data in order for us to understand on what other areas can we help the scholar to grow, rather than just focusing on one scholar session and, oh yeah, he can do it, he can just go to 2K, right? So we do not want that to happen. So there needs to be a trackable source of information in order to record scholar performance and improvement aside from MMR or average SLP, because before we used to gauge a scholar's performance by MMR, but then right now we need to have a different form of gauging or measuring a scholar's skills and improvements in order for us to understand, because it's MMR is not everything now. MMR is just a number. It all depends on the player's skill, and all depends on the player's ability and in-game knowledge in order for them to move forward. Not because he's able to reach 1 for MMR, he must be good. We don't know. He might just got lucky for like 10 times a day and then is able to maintain that MMR. So we have our scholars scoring for that. So they will be scored based on skills in card prediction, energy counting, card placement, and in-game knowledge, of course. And then we have like a material for this where we can generate the scores based on a coaching session. The coaches just need to fill up like, oh, this scholar did bad in card placement, so I'll rate him out of 5 of like 4 because he needs improvement, a bit more improvement until he can make it perfect. So he'll have 4 in card placement and perfect 5 for like energy counting, perfect 5 for like in-game knowledge, and then that will generate a score based on percentage. Like boom, the scholar is or has a score of 85%. So that data will be used for us in order to further help the scholars improve in their gameplay and for them to have a better chance in ranking. So let's say if a scholar was able to hit the minimum of like 60%, we after that, after the coaches has identified a 60% score, we make sure that every week or like every other day we engage with that scholar, check out on him or her in order to make sure that that score increases, right? Like for the first day, his card placement or energy counting is at 1 or 0, like the worst, right? He doesn't know how to count cards, so like 0. Then by next week it should be a number more, like 1 or 2 or 3, and then that increases further until we are confident that the scholar is able to be let go. Well, not let go, but be left in the arena with them, right? So there's no need for coaching. So we need to have scholar scoring for that. Now the third would be the coach feedback. It's not just about the score. Again, it's just numbers, right? But it's also important for the scholars to know on what area on their gameplay they lack at, and what area they need to improve on, and then of course which areas they are already good, so they do not over focus on that. And then the coach feedback will make sure that the scholar knows what he needs to develop, and then for the scholar to also decide if he will need or he will want a another coaching session, right? So it's either for the scholar to decide or for the coach to decide. Now for the scholar feedback, uh, this is what we believe is important as well, because we here in LG we value feedback, right? We listen to our community. Everything is transparent. What happens inside the core meeting, we try to share it with you guys. If there's any changes, we notify ahead, and then we'll discuss with you through an AMA like this, right? Now, for the scholar feedback, we believe that coaches needs to be given feedback as well, and then each scholar who undergoes a coaching session has the right to evaluate and let the guild know how our coaches are doing. Because there's no way for us, unless of course if we join like the coaching sessions, like individually, like when they do coaching sessions, we join in. That might be one of the solution, right, to identify whether for us to know if the coach is doing well. But then it's important to actually have the feedback from the scholars themselves, because the scholars are the ones that the coaches are working very closely. It's a one-on-one, or they coach in group. So if we receive a scholar feedback that is negative, and it's not just a single occurrence, it means that like different scholars unrelated has reported this certain coach that is not doing good, then that's a sign for us to try and evaluate that coach, right? Because we don't want our ecosystem to have like the people who does not bring the limitless culture into their work, right? If they want to coach for LLG, they should also make sure that they're doing their best for our scholars, because we are a player centric guild. We do not want our scholars to have like the worst coaching session ever, and then they are not able to be heard on what they want to say regarding this, right? So now we have explained all the four program loops that is under the coaching program. We believe this is essential for us to stay competitive, not just for season 20, but for season 21 and beyond, right? So let us know if you like the system. Screenshot if you want to put it or like implement it on your guild. It's okay. We don't we're not gonna judge, but we believe that this is the a very good system for a guild to have, especially for limitless guilds, since we're doing like meta teams. And then uh, put the coaching program alongside it, and then we hope to have at least more than 30-40% of our scholars to at least reach like the leaderboard top 300,000. If it goes to more than that, then we'll surely be announcing that on our channels, because that's a very big achievement. But 30%, like 3 out of 10 scholars should be able to reach the leaderboard, right? With the Axie meta teams and with our coaching program. If not, then we may need to work on like better meta teams or a better program. So we need the feedback loop. We need the coach feedback, the scholar feedback, the coaching session. That's why it's called a loop, because it goes round and round, and then over time it helps like improve the LG ecosystem, scholar wise, coaching wise, program wise, or scholarship wise, right? So that's for our coaching program, the newly released system for LLG. Hope you guys like it, and most especially hope our scholars love it, because this is for them. We care for them. We want them to rank up in order for them to earn AXS, because the changes on like the earning for daily AXS was from like the minimum of 75, and now it has changed to I think 10 SLP per day. Yeah, 10 SLP per day, from 75 SLP per day, right? Because the adventure and as well as the PVE rewards are removed. So now you can earn at 12 MMR or 1100 MMR if you win 50% win rate, you'll earn 10 SLP because you earn only 1 SLP per win. So 10 wins, 10 SLP. So it's not very great, but unless if you can rank up in the leaderboards, along with your SLP, you also have an AXS reward. So that's what we're trying to have our scholars achieve. That's why we also provided the coach for them, for them to actually achieve that. Because LLG is a launchpad for those people who are committed to grow and to be limitless, right? So if they want to rank up, of course, LLG will provide every tool that we can and we can devise in order for them to reach that level. That's why we if you guys didn't know, this is like a cameo to our volunteer program. If you guys are interested, check out our announcements. We are looking to onboard more volunteers. Not sure, no exact dates, but maybe next month. We don't know. So just make sure to keep an eye on our announcement or our socials, and we'll keep you guys updated. Now let's move to the next topic. I don't want it to be an hour long, right? Actually, let me read some comments. So John Paul agrees with the coaching program, I guess. And then let's see. Will the theme of the scholars, first scholars, change? You mean the LLG main? Yes, we're looking to change the LLG main axis. Not for now, because again, you'll know why that is after like the last part of this AMA, the third topic. And then meta themes for REM, we can do it. We are limitless from Jin. Okay. And then some comments about my bandana. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm not gonna wear it anymore. Okay. So let's move to the next topic. So at the current ranking here, we actually did like a table, right? This is for the rankings for AXS. So if you are 1,006 mmR, you should be able to reach the top 300,000, right? And then at the end of the season, you see there under USD, it's like around 16 US dollars. Now, how much peso is that? 500, 750, 800 pesos, right? And then if you're able to reach like 2,000 mmR, these mmrs are not accurate. This is just an estimate based on the last season 19 rankings, because the 2,000 mmr at season 19 were at a top 60,000 among a bit compared to 2 million other players, right? So around 2,000 mmr, it should be reached to top 60,000, and that's like 37 USD at the end of season reward. So it goes a bit more like the higher you rank up. Right now, I think we have one scholar reaching like MMR of 2,000 after just 3 days playing. Shout out to Colzy, right? One of our aspiring coaches. He is a volunteer and is looking to be a full-time coach. Hopefully, we don't know. He has reached close to 2,000 after just 3 days of playing. And some other scholars are all already nearing 1,600 scholars, 1,600 MMR. So they're trying to reach that leaderboard, right? So this is the reward pool. Screenshot it if you want to share it with your guild or share it with your scholarship. Um, yeah. So I think those looking to reach 2,800 MMR, top 500. I think that's the goal for our scholars as well. I think I believe they can reach that if they have the determination and then the willingness, right? Because we provided the meta teams, we provided the coaches. They should be able to reach it if they really really want it. Okay, scholars, that's a challenge. I want to throw it out. Okay, let's move on. All right, so the Axie Origins release note, how Project Unlimited was affected. So if you guys didn't know, pretty sure you guys know, uh, the moment they released the Axie Origins like note or release note, it affected a lot of our plans here in LLG, especially the Project Unlimited, right? Because we were building like the scaling model, the payout model, every model, right? Fashion model, right? We were building each model according to the structure of season 19, because we didn't expect like this is gonna happen. We only know like, oh, they're removing like the PVE rewards. But then we didn't know that after season 20 there would be a different announcement about Axie Origins. And then So this is like our feedback. We released a paper about this. I believe our volunteer Meme, shout out to Meme. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of sims for Meme here. She helped us like develop like our response, and that's what we're gonna share here as well. So this is what we are left with. Only a few choices after they have released the origin note, right? We did this within the day, within 4 hours of the update or the note. We were able to construct like what we're gonna do moving forward. So we are only left with only a few choices. Choice number one is either we stop bidding and buying of axes because it's very risky, it's very uncertain, right? For the investor, the guild, as well as for our scholars. We don't know what that if our current meta teams will be relevant after the Origins update. So we don't know. So it's better to just stop bidding and buying of axes and just have our like breeding pools be played by our scholars. And then option two, we have to either continue breeding the meta teams that we were gathering and we were sniping off the market, and or snipe floor axes like the pure ones, like those weird axes, right? Because again, if we are uncertain, then it might be a wise decision to also accumulate random things in order for if the origin updates comes in, there's like a chance that one of those axes that we have bought is actually meta, right? That also makes sense. That's the second option that we have. Now for option number three, we can also choose to minimize the fund inflow but still go for progress. So what that means is we will stop buying meta teams. Instead, we will breed slowly and minimize while awaiting for the release of V3. This is to ensure we have a bigger pool of axes so that we will have synergistic eye or ear axis for high market demand in V3. So this is very hard to determine, hard to time, and hard to predict. But then option three would mean instead of like breeding 50 teams per week, we're gonna only be breeding like 5 or 10 teams per week, and then like just slowly approach V3, the very minimal effort done for V3. That's it. That was the option three. And if you guys didn't know, we went with option one, the safest one, because we don't want to risk like the uncertainty of the update affecting the whole entire scholarship program, right? So Project Unlimited was hit by a truck. Raccoon went like boom boom on Project Unlimited. So that's what happened. And we have to face that. So we have to stop our breeding. We have to stop our buying of axes. And rather than just holding our like breeding parents, because we were accumulating like a lot of parents for the meta teams that we were building, instead of like breeding them, we just have the scholars play them. So if the scholars didn't notice, they have like perfect D, R1, R2 genes of axes as their teams. So it's pretty weird for Scholar to have that, right? But then we had no choice. We have a choice, but then we're given with only a few choices. So that's what happened. They have the DR1 R2 parents as their Axie teams, which is very funny. Like if the enemy can see that, which you cannot do, like they're like, what? Why do you have a very expensive vaccine when you could buy like a 80% discount one from the marketplace? Why do you have the parent, the perfect parent, the printing machine fighting in arena, right? So it's pretty weird. But that's what happened. We had to stop bidding, had to stop buying, and just have the scholars play it while we are approaching season V3. Okay. Now that's the answer why. Okay. So it's very hard for us to decide when we are gonna upgrade the LLG, the very first scholars, the first scholarship that we have before December. It's very hard for us to identify when or what type of upgrade we're gonna do, because the moment Origin or V3 comes in, our upgrade might be rendered useless. So meaning we're just throwing money and the money is gone, right? What if we buy them like the meta teams now after like the patch note, and then after V3 comes out, then it becomes useless or invaluable, right? So that risk we need to consider. So we're very sorry for we apologize for if we are not able to upgrade the teams yet. Please understand we are in an uncertain time for Axie Infinity, so we cannot decide based on, on this update, right? Unless they release more details. So we'll update you guys for our very first batch of scholarship. Okay. Now let's move to the next topic, which is the last one, right? So the Project Unlimited the payout scheme rework. So again, as I explained on the very first part of the stream, the plan for the pay, the scholar, the investor, and the guild guild percentage is different. It was decided during season 19. That's why on season 20 it needs a rework as well as any seasons coming forward. So instead of me explaining, I'll just show the chart, right? So at the current season, again, this was the percentage model from season 19, and then we implemented it in season 20 despite the SLP and then the AXS changes, right? So the model for that was for SLP, we have the scholars keep 50%, the guild keeps only 10%, and then the investor receives the 40% back in order for them to breed, to expand, to grow, to get the ROI, right? And then for AXS, this is like the big part. For the AXS before, because we did not expect like they would change it to like top 300,000. We thought they will still keep like top 1,000, so it's very hard to achieve, right? So if it's very hard to achieve, of course, if they are able to reach that level like WOM every season, right? So if they're able to reach that level of WOM God, right, then it will be like that guy has initiated a lot of effort of challenging himself, and he deserves 80%, right? Because it's very difficult. It's like a top 1,000. So it also has to be like very rewarding. That's why we put 80% for the scholar for the AXS, 15% for the manager or the guild, and then the investor would only receive 5%. So it's very generous. That's for season 19. But then since we have already announced this in our scholar chat and our candidate channel as well, and it's written in the contract as well, so we will stay with this until the end of season 20. Meaning for those who rank top 300,000, good for you. You'll be keeping 80% of the AXS you are generating, and then we only receive like 15% of it, and then the investor will get 5%. We're okay with that for this season. But then for season 21 and more, season 21, 22, and 3, 24 until Origin releases, right? Season 0, we we will observe the same payout as the SLP and AXS. So what that means for SLP, if you were receiving 50% scholars, for AXS, for leaderboards and rankings, you also receive 50% of the AXS that you have earned. It's also the same if you have entered a competition, meaning you have entered a competition under the LLG name or the Project Unlimited assets, then 50% of the prize money will also be received by the guild, and then 50% for you, because that's the assets of the guild. It's also to pay our coaches, like for like coaching you to enter the tournament, right? And then yeah, I think that's it. So for season 21 plus moving forward, it will be a 50-50. Because 50% scholar, 50% to both guild and investor, and then it's like a different split for them. So we're keeping that still, no worries for SLP. But then for AXS, again, I have to remind you guys, the 80-15-5 was during the season 19, uh like when we're trying to build the rewarding, right? The only the top 1,000, so that's why the scholar has like 80%. But then now that it has ranked down to or is available to a wide range of people, it's now 50%, because it was able to be reached now by top 300,000. Okay, so I think that's it for my sharing. I think this will be the question part. If you guys have any question, we'll go to that. If Lucas is still here, do you have any input, Lucas, before we entertain questions? Lucas, you're muted.
Sorry, got so excited. I didn't turn on my mic. I'm saying, let's give Hermie a round of applause. Come on, guys. I think
Yay,
Hermie
Hermie. Who's Hermie?
do a great
Ah,
work on presenting to everybody on the details and the exact flow of our project and arrangement. So now the floor is yours, guys. You are the scholars. Uh, you are the people that we cherish because you came in to work together with us at this entry level. And this is where we humbly also extend as much as we know, as much as we can, to give the best for you to serve the community. So let us know. What is the question? Let's run through the list as well. Okay. I think there's
Okay.
some question. So one of the question asked, Ren Fabon, what about the scholars who are good and can climb the leaderboards, don't have meta teams? We are giving meta teams to the scholarship. So what do you
I
mean
think
you
they're
don't have
talking about the LLG, the first batch, like before December, before January.
the first batch? Yeah, maybe allow me to explain on that. Currently, there are scholars on LLG, which we run it previously, and there are scholars on Project Unlimited. In future, there will be only one scholarship, where LLG scholarship will be all transit over to Project Unlimited. Now, the reason why we are not doing that at this moment is because there isn't enough meta teams for the transition. That's one. Second is that it takes time for us to exit all the axes for LLG before all the scholars can move on to the other side. Okay. The third reason is we are asking all the existing scholars to also help us out in this sense because, as Hermie understand, us investing in XC scholarship, we invested at the peak of the trend. So we spent 65,000 for more than 220 XC. We exited about 50 XC, and now we lost about 50 over thousand just on XC Infinity itself. So we are asking the community to also help in this arrangement to I know everyone wants to play a meta team, but hang on the belt. We are exiting slowly for LLG so that we don't practice double standard between Project Unlimited and LLG, but it takes time to transit. So as the origin comes in with clarity, what meta themes to buy, what axis to buy, then we will quickly move in together with the investors, and then slowly we will transit from all the LG scholars into Project Unlimited scholar. I hope that give everyone a clear understanding.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anyone else with questions?
Someone asked,
Let me scroll up.
uh, what's the three crypto you're watching out for? That's not the topic today. So we will not answer the question for this. Let's focus on the scholarship first. Okay, you can ask
Right.
that questions in a general. You can ping me, okay, or you ping Hermie. We have a lot of we have a portfolio of coins that we are looking at, right? But not
Okay,
to
so someone asked Lucas, are you related to Titus Low?
Titus Low. Who's Titus Low?
Oh, so that's the answer, no.
Who
Okay.
is that?
That's a very fast question. A
What is
very
that?
quick one.
No Titus.
He was asking if you were related. I think same last name. Low, All
Oh,
right.
no, no, not that I know of. Everyone, the
Okay.
session belongs to you. So this is a very informal session that we will do our best to hold it more regularly. In terms of when, we have not fixated time on that yet. But we discovered, in fact, how we work is very exciting because, as you know, 2 days ago, I was invited on Guild of the Metaverse by Blockchain Space, and I told Hermie, this is a very good, YouTube flow. So I
Right.
managed to find out what is the system that's running this. So Hermie took out the challenge and said, okay, let's do it. And then we were working until about 2, 3 a.m. last night, this morning,
Right.
to test bait this system. And then, wow, this is where we are, guys. So
Right.
we experienced a lot of a technical glitch just now at the beginning. Please pardon us and have a lot of patience. As much as we want to grow, everyone, together with you, we have our blind spots. We are not the top of the universe. In fact, we are very grounded. Every day we make mistakes. But
Right.
what we would like to say is that, yes, we learn from our mistakes. We learn from our blind spots. We learn from your experience. And most importantly, we learn from your honest feedback to us. So this is what we inform the coach also. The moment you decided Okay. Yeah, this is another mistake while I was talking.
I'm sorry. Trying to just it
Hurry up,
went
play
to
the music.
max.
Yeah, so we are trying to learn every day. So this is what we also inform the coach. Uh, we are not the special ones. We are the lucky ones that's given the opportunity to work hard and committed to serve. So the coaches is given very strong mandate that as they serve, as there's mutual respect, as you are sharing your feedback to them, uh, everything is very transparent. So as much as they respect and do their best to learn with you, we will also urge you to respect with them, because not everyone is equipped with great communication skills. Not everyone is equipped with very selfless understanding to give you the best. But this is a humbling experience for all, so that both parties or both groups can grow together at a level that you have never experienced before. Uh,
Right.
like for example, myself, I could, because I'm a very strict when it comes to processes, Hermie knows processes, systems, and get things done. I can don't sleep for days just to get things done, but not a lot of people can work like the skill I'm working, right?
Right.
So I'm not a very easy person to work with, because we really, when we say that we really want to do things for the community, we really want to do it good. But in this process, that I learned to be very patient, to really uh, to really understand the background, the context on how we can serve and on every individual that comes on board with us. So we will not give you up unless you choose to give up yourself, because we will always lead you to understand, hey, this is where we are, where we need help. You try to do whether this is something like what you are working on. Just to give you another experience, if I'm allowed to share with you in details of what Hermie, when we are working together.
What?
When I challenged Hermie to do Excel spreadsheet, he's like, what Excel spreadsheet? But now I even consult him, guys, on doing Excel spreadsheet, because he's so good at developing formulas, counting, whatever. Now, most of the Excel spreadsheet without him, I cannot do it myself. This is how committed he is, and this is how far a person can outgrow
Excel God.
himself if he is just willing to be limitless. It's
Right.
very exciting, guys. So in this process, us together, don't call us sir. There's no boss here. There's no leader here. You are here
Right.
as a leader to lead us, in fact. So we always have this mutual understanding. Uh, Hermie and I are just fortunate at this moment to have some experience that we share. In fact, we are constantly looking out for more people to join us. Like today, we also reaching out to the community that if you are equipped with Discord uh, robot application that can you know do some basic Discord arrangement and knowledge. We are looking for talents like that to help us to build some Discord function, right? Being us, tell us, we are constantly looking for talents like yourself. In fact, when we developed our volunteer sessions just uh, 3 weeks ago, we already identified very good talents that is coaching you now, and also involving in our social engagement, right? Uh, you may have know her name. She's Marilyn, right? Meme, right? Uh,
Meme.
she when I challenge her that, she says, uh, I don't know what to do. Yeah, right, Meme. But I say, come on, let's do it. You you have really showcased your analytical skills, your leadership in getting things done. Why don't we bring it further, right? If you start to engage with us, when you're committed to get things done, and we have some blind spots that we really need your expertise, or even not even your expertise, but your dare to try, your authenticity to give your best shot. This is what we appreciate. Because honestly, guys, we only live once. What do you want to fear about? Only once in a lifetime, right? What's there to fear? This is just fail and get out and fight back. Fear, like just we play a game. We are all gamers here. I'm a gamer. I play Nintendo. I play Street Fighter, King of Fighter, Final Fantasy, Donkey Kong, whatever you name it. Old timer gamer. You talk about online seldom, but I've been playing Clash Royale, for about 5 years. And recently, because I'm so engrossed in building the guild together with Hermie and the guy and you guys, I didn't play for 5 6 days. I was being kicked out of the clan. So I was sharing in the general. If you guys have a clan, please invite me. So we are
Adopt
gamers.
Lucas in Clash Royale.
Yeah. Then we can help each other. We just play, have fun. While we are building the guild, we are having fun. I play games every day. I play XC. Although I'm a very bad player, I'm using bird aqua, healing aqua. Okay. Now I'm like nine.
Wow.
I'm struck with 900 to 1001 MMR. Okay. Yeah. So that's who we are. Okay. We are same. No difference. Yeah. Oh, Mark John, thanks. I'm not nice. I'm a tyrant when it comes to work. But we do our best. We do our best. Thank you. Thank you for your encouragement. Really appreciate that. Hold on. N Hicks says regarding the scholarship system, if the scholars is naturally a slow learner, but coach is having difficulty teaching the latter, is the coach allowed not to teach that scholar? Very good question. In fact,
Yeah,
we
nice.
also spar that information together with the coaching team. I think we have an understanding. Not every coach is suitable to teach everyone because everyone have their own behavior. Everyone have their own liking of how a coach is to be, right? Uh,
Right.
but we just want you to be open up, give everybody a chance. If worst comes to worst, that this coach cannot really serve your need, uh, but of course we want you to grow. Then we will arrange internally to allocate a different coach for your arrangement because we are not just one coach. As we start to scale, we have one to many, and many one to many. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not giving the
Anyone?
numbers yet because we are still trying to find out and stress test how many coaches to how many scholars. Don't punch me. Yeah, I like to play my words. But it's not that we don't commit, but we are also learning in this process. So we are very thankful that we found we have investors as a very kind that allow us to explore, to learn, to stress test our numbers. Because it's only as we start to grow to 100 scholars, 200 scholars, 300 scholars, then we can put all these numbers at test. Whether one scholar is good for 200 scholars, whether one coach is good for 200 or one coach is good for 100. At this moment, honestly, we don't have an answer, but we will find out together. Okay, we will find out. That's where the community grow. We will find out together. In fact, these 2 days I'm developing this project explorer together with Hermie, where we have a whole gamified system on certain level
Right.
up. Yeah, so that in future, even scholars come in when you're interested to build things together with us, or even join the project explorer. You can see your roles change, and when your role is changed, as we airdrop or as we reward at the end of the year, and as different segmented period or have more projects coming in, then based on your ranking and level, you'll be given the first priority to do that. So we're trying to whole gamify
Wow.
the whole Discord as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an insight for
It's
all.
not just a Discord server, but it's a
Yeah,
gamified guild now.
yeah. It's not just a scholar. Adopt me? No. I'm not in any capacity to adopt anybody. In fact, we all learn from each other. Yeah, we all learn from each other. Okay.
There's
Uh,
another question. Is the scholar? Oh yeah. So is the scholar allowed to switch coach? Yep.
you can bug. I believe you can do better than that. I love dogs, okay, but not taking any human being as dog. Pardon me. I love dogs. I have 3 dogs before. That walks me my life of being a juvenile to an early adult to just 2 years ago. So my first dog is a Pomeranian. My second dog is a Shih Tzu. My third dog is a Jack Russell. All pet dogs this size.
Okay. And then Lander said, "Do you need a bodyguard, Lucas, or
Maybe,
hardener?"
yeah,
I think that's a typo, gardener, right? You mean gardener, Lance, right?
or maybe next time when I'm in Philippines, I may need a bodyguard. Yeah. But Fermi with the katana is good enough. He's so fearsome, you see. But maybe a red one looks like rainbow, you know? Yeah. No animal, no animal. You're a kind individual that we work with, no anymore.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You can work.
Any other questions? Any other
I think
questions?
that's it from our community. Let's give it another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, what I want to also mention is we are very young in building the guild. We are only like 6 months old, so don't see us as very experienced. We don't have any fantastic backgrounds to even guide us to build a guild. So we make a lot of mistakes. We make stupid, silly, you name it, whatever mistakes. But what sets us apart is that we dare to make mistakes. We dare to stand up to the truth. We are very transparent. If you want us to open out in our investment what we have invested, you want us to open out what XC that we invested, how much money we lost, we are totally truthful. But not at this moment today. We have a separate AMA session just for the guild. This AMA session today is for you as a scholar who comes in, right? If you want to know
Right.
more about how we run the guild, we will have a separate sessions that we plan it out for the early of next month, right, Hermie? Yeah, then you will have the inside out
Yep.
about where we invest,
Next month.
where we are looking at, what is the general health. It's like measuring the pulse of our guild, and then we want you to be involved in this process because you are the observer, you are a doctor, you are a pharmacist to help us to grow. Because Hermie and I are just lucky with some of the members like you to be tasked uh, to build more in depth. And we welcome whenever you found that we are lacking or something, we are not proficient in getting certain things done, just
Yeah.
engage us, tell us, shout at us. Okay, don't bark, but shout at us, scream at us. Make sure you got our attention. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but don't bark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone asked, like, what is your highest MMR when you
Oh,
were
my
still
highest
new?
ML when I was playing Plant Aqua Aqua. When I start playing is at season 30 19. Highest is about 1900, 1009. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a good MMR.
Then after that,
And what happened after that? 900 MMR?
oh, then I think the good players comes in. Until now I struggle between 900 to 1001.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, struggle. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Uh, Boel, what is the last two words? I don't understand that. What is ra I wa you? What is that?
Roar, I love you, he said.
Okay.
It's a slang for I love you, Lucas.
Oh, thank you so much.
They
Thank
love you.
you.
There's like many people loving you now. What they
Thank
want you
you.
to adopt them.
Yeah. Have
Okay.
patience with us at this moment because the investors have already standby funds. Before we have inside information on the origins, we are holding the investor from investing because uh, it's so much uncertainty. It's not fair for anyone to put money in where there's so many uncertainty. So in fact, we advise the advisors to stop and let us evaluate. When the alpha testing is out, we will spend time to look at it. I just discussed it with Hermie today. When anything is out, we stop everything that we do, go jump in with our
Right.
game master one, with our coaches, with everybody, with Monzi, Cozy, everybody who are in the coaching team. Review it, look at it with Soundwave, with everybody. Okay, Jonio, then come up with a conclusion within 3 to 6 hours. In fact, I wouldn't want to engage the investors thereafter. I was telling Hermie was sharing, maybe Lucas, you can invest first. I say, yeah, let's do it. I think that's a great suggestion because to immediately inform the investors and then to come in to invest, it has a time lag. But because now my another role is an investor. So why don't when we found out what meta teams that we can buy already for the origin, I can invest first and let the coaches test it and maybe provide some to some scholars who are interested us for testing. And once we find out the metrics, okay, immediately we'll inform the investor says, okay, we have tested this. This is our data. This is our report. Because whatever things that we test, whatever that we challenge ourselves, there must be certain answer that we put together. Okay, then
Right.
we'll present to investors and says, okay, investor, let's do this. Okay, I already put my money. The guild has really spent money to test it. So this is the results. So we advise that okay, it's now about time that we start to scale based on these themes. Then let's do it.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it. So this is what I look forward. Oh, look forward to drink. Sure, but I can't drink much. Okay, yeah, I like gin. I like gin tonic. Yeah, I like gin tonic. Okay, yeah. Sure, invite friends. Yeah, we want to have more people on board. Currently, we are not LLG is not buying more XC to accept scholars. In fact, LLG is exiting scholar, but Project Unlimited is recruiting more scholar uh, for the scalability. But at this moment, because we advise our investors to stop investing, Project Unlimited has put to a halt until we have
Right.
clarity from the origin. Right? So I hope that is clear. Let me see. What other questions? Okay.
Laura shout out.
Oh, okay. Uh, any other questions?
I think
Any
there's
other?
none. Nope.
Hmm. Okay, cool. I think this is
All
a very
right.
exciting session. Hermi, I think we do this more frequent. It's really fun this way rather than we have improved ourselves again. Last time like Discord, we had to do what stream and people cannot watch the video. After
Right.
that, we have to record and then put to YouTube. But this is fun. We have
Right.
instantaneous question, and then we have recording. After that, we can post to YouTube. I think we always learn. We always challenge ourselves. So give us your patience, give us your observation, give us your thought, give us your screams, give us your shout out. We need your stronger engagement, participation to grow. We are very new in this industry. We are very new in this experience. We are not here to judge anybody, but we are here offering a platform, offering a campus, offering a launch pad. So whoever comes in, they have a chance, and we have a chance to learn from each other, to outgrow our previous self, and we start to own a better version of us every single day. This is what we live for, and we call this experience a limitless experience.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Next time I'll challenge you guys to repeat after me. Maybe in
We'll
Tigers.
do our best to make this guild more
Thank you.
better. Thanks,
Thank you,
Mark
Mark.
John.
Thank you, Mark John. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We'll do our best. Yeah. Tonight is an endless night for us also, because Hermi and I, after this, we have to make sure that the payout script works. We just got reply from our technical expert. He's on holiday. He's from UK, so he just replied us to say there's something wrong with our information, so we're going to amend that and do testing. We protect our reputation with our life, because we only live once. If we live it right, guys, good things will always happen. That's why you see during this period, a lot of guilds they close, a lot of guilds they string. But we are so lucky. The universe answer to our prayer. The universe answers to our calling, and and uh, and send such a marvelous investors that support us all the way. Yeah. So and also the universe is kind to send us so many people in this process, like Hermi, like Meme, like so many people, Ryan, Monzi, Cozy. I mean, I run out of names. There's so many people. Next time I'll come out the list. It's so maybe a very long. And hopefully engage us so that we can know your names, okay, and then we can start to do more things together, okay. Yeah, so
Okay.
we shall invite Hermi to conclude and say something more exciting, okay, because I always conclude and say something outrageous. So now why don't we invite Hermi to say something
Okay.
more
Thank you, everyone. This is our very first AMA stream on YouTube. So it's pretty exciting for us. This is like we're sorry if we started late, right? But closing remarks, I think yeah, there's many things for like what's coming for the guild for LLG and us, me and Lucas and everybody else who is like contributing to what we're trying to build. we're making sure that there's lots of opportunities for our scholars and even for like just a simple community member, right? If you have like the skill set, if you have the proper mindset, and you are able to envelop like the limitless culture, right? Then we believe that you have a spot in our guild, and we highly encourage you to approach us, to reach us out, on what you want to contribute to. Because right now LG is trying to scale. We're trying to go big. We're trying to go 1,000 scholars. We have the plan, we have the blueprints, but then when it comes to like people to put to those certain spots, we're trying to posted like, oh, we are hiring, but then we had to rework that to the volunteer system, because we cannot just simply have people work for us and then they'll be forced to work because of like salary, right? That's the usual catch for people why they want to join in. But instead we want to develop like how I started in the guild. I didn't have I didn't have any like merit. I didn't have any like benefits when starting out. I was just simply like an Axie scholar, and I wanted to contribute, right? And then I get rewarded for having like the more impact to the guild. That's same with Ryan, same with Woom, and same for everyone else that has been a part of the core team or part of our guardians and then part of our community. It's not a simply join us, we pay you type of deal, but instead it's like um make yourself known, um like show your skills to us, make sure that you are committed. If you are able to contribute and pay it forward, the limitless way, then we can start having the conversation of like being like a full-time partner. So if you want to be a part of our team, of what we're trying to build, if you want to contribute, if you feel like, if you're just sitting in the stream, if you're sitting in the Discord server, you're not doing anything, you have like a lot of time, you're very interested in investment, you're very interested in helping other scholars, then reach us out. Because we are always like having this topic on the Discord, like everywhere, like in the general chat, newcomers, and then not that much people are engaging, they're not very interested. So if you feel like you're being put to your limits, if you feel like you have something much bigger to unlock, and if you want to explore on what you can do and what you can do best, even with zero experience, even with zero knowledge, we'll try to guide you through step by step, right? Not to the point of like baby spoon feeding you, but then we'll guide you on like what tools are necessary in order to learn this, learn that, and then you can start as a volunteer, and then we can move from there, right? And then hopefully in the future, if you are like a very committed individual, you have great values when it comes to like contributing to the guild, then we can start talking about like what our future plans is with partnering with you. So we have the scale, we have the blueprint, but regarding manpower, we need more help. Because if you guys didn't know, we're transparent, right? I'm holding the investment department, not holding, but I'm leading the investment department, the Beacon team researching, and I'm also heading the Project Unlimited thing, the project, the Excel sheet, the onboarding of scholars, and I'm also leading to like the creation of the gamified system with Lucas and the team. So it's a lot of work for a single individual. It would be best if we could find that certain that next like person in line in order to help the guild grow. Because if the longer we stay on this, like having the workload to a single person, it's not very good for the guild, because that's gonna be long term. I don't know when I can maintain my health. So if you guys has like the limitless spirit, you want to contribute, you are limited right now, you don't know what to do with your time, engage us. We highly encourage that. Engage us, approach the coaches, approach the volunteers, approach us. You can DM us, DM me, I reply to everyone. DM Lucas if you have something interesting to share, like you're very good at like artworks, you're very good with like talking to people, you're very good with shoutcasting. We need those kind of people who wants to contribute. and then build the guild towards like the skill that we want to be, whether we want to reach. So we highly encourage you to be open with us, to share with us your journey, to share with us your limitless self, so that we can guide you to where you want to go. So, okay. So again, I'll repeat like the comments from here. Like, let's go. Yeah, I agree. Let's go. Let's go towards like 1,000 scholars. We don't know when Origin is holding us back, but after Origins, we have a plan in place. We have the coaches ready. We have our top one ready. To build like the meta team for LLG, and then after that, hopefully we can resume the project unlimited, and that's our plan. We're not giving up on that. We're still here. We're still providing Pegasus scholarships to those who are interested. We're still handing out. In fact, today we're doing some bit of breeding. That's why we're busy. But again, if we're doing our best, me, Lucas, the team, in order for the community to like reap the fruits of our hard work, right? We don't want to just claim everything by ourselves, but we want to share it with the community. If you guys remember the December airdrop, even though we are at a loss at that, we still have like the kindness. We still want to give to our community because we know like it's a tough time for them, right? So we want to help them out. Same thing for the if LG is able to achieve such great heights with your help, then of course we will also airdrop, we will also reward you guys based on your contribution. That's fair and just for everyone. Okay, with that's being transparent to you. I have a lot of work. I'm not complaining, but I'm taking up the challenge. Hopefully someone else can take the challenge with me, and then we can work together, right? Let's go. Okay, that's it for me. I tend to go sway from my topic. Thanks, Lucas.
Thank you. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, guys. Thanks. It's a great session. Have a great day. Bye 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 bye. Bye.
Bye bye, fly high.
Yeah.